Hi everyone, this is Shahriar Rahat. Today I am going to discuss American poetry from English Honours 4th year. The name of the poem is The Road Not Taken, written by Robert Frost. The Road Not Taken is a poem by Pulitzer Prize winner American poet Robert Frost, published in 1916 as the first poem in the collection Mountain Interval. Together with Stopping by Woods on a Snowy Evening, this poem, Road Not Taken, is one of the most anthologized, beloved, and frequently studied poem in different levels in literature class. The poem has 4 stanzas of 5 lines with rhyming scheme A B A B. Now I am going to tell you the summary. The narrator comes upon a fork in the road while walking through a yellow wood. He considers both paths and concludes that each line is equally well traveled and appealing. After choosing one of the roads, the narrator tells himself that he will come back to this fork one day in order to try the other road. However, he realizes that it is unlikely that he will have the opportunity to come back to a specific point in time because his choice of path will simply leads to fork in the road. Other decisions. The narrator ends on a nostalgic note, wondering how different things would have been had choices the other path. Form. The Road Not Taken consists of 4 stanzas of 5 lines. The rhyme scheme is A B A B. The rhymes are strict and masculine with nostalgic exception of the last line. There are 4 stressed syllables per line bearing on iambic tetrameter base. Commentary. The poem this has got to be among best known, most understood poem on the planet. Several generations of the careless reader have turned it into piece of hallmark. Happy graduation sun sees the future papery cursed with a perfect marriage of form and content, arresting phrase, wrought form, simple word, and resonant metaphor. It seems that the road not taken had memorized without daily really being read. For this, it has died the cliches and that trivial morality. But you yourself can resurrect it from zombiehood by reading it with imagination, even but simply with accuracy. One of the 2 rules the speaker says the passing there had warned them really about the same. In fact, both wrote the morning lay in leaves, there is no step that had trodden back, meaning neither of the road is less traveled by him. These are facts that we cannot justifiably ignore. The reverberation they send through the easy aphorism of the last 2 stanzas. One of the attractions of the poem is its archetypal dilemma, one that we instantly recognize because each of the encounters with innumerable lines, both literary and figuratively. Parts in the woods and fork in the roads are very ancient and deep-seated metaphor for the lifeline, its crisis and decision. Identical forks in particular symbolize us for nexus of free will and fate. We are free to choose, but we do not really know beforehand we are choosing between. Our route is thus determined by accretion of choice and chance, and it is impossible to separate the two.